My parents ruined my wedding and I don't think I can get over it. My now husband and I got married on Halloween, and I'm not okay with how our day went. We didn't want anything big, just close friends and family at the courthouse, dressed in costumes. There were supposed to be 12 adults and 1 child on our guest list. Let's start with the night before. My husband got sick, and he took the whole day to recover. The plan was to get my nails done, have my mom French braid my hair, then go home, help him feel better, and pack. When I got to my parents' house, my mom informed me that my 2 aunts weren't coming, and that she had invited my cousin. First of all, I didn't want him there. Secondly, she told me this as my dad was on the way to pick him and my sister up. I love my cousin, but I'm not close to him, and he's a heavy drinker that everybody enables. My small reception was not dry, and she promised me he wouldn't be a problem. The reception was at my parents' house, so she was busy cleaning. I still needed to comb my hair out, and she wanted to surprise me with decorations. Long story short, we were running low on time as it was 9 p.m., and I needed to head home to sleep since our wedding was early in the morning. She didn't start my hair until after she and my cousin had a couple drinks together. To say that I was annoyed would be an understatement. I made it home at midnight and still had to check on hubby and pack. I went to bed at 3 a.m. and had to be up at 5 a.m., but I woke up 30 minutes late. I drove back to her house to get ready and help her get ready. When I got there, everyone was sleeping because, after they put up the decorations, they stayed up drinking. Already running late and stressing because the veil I made myself wouldn't stay, my cousin started rushing me. My parents started fighting loudly, and I was already exhausted. We made it to the courthouse, got married, and I got a handful of pictures, but everyone else is in like 30 pictures. I got 1 picture that I liked, and only 10 were taken. We had brunch, and only my friends were talking to me and my husband, everyone else wasn't even paying attention to us. My mom kept saying, "I'm a mother-in-law today." My friends had to leave, so now it's just my family. My cousin is super intoxicated, won't stop talking, and no one is listening to me. The only person that keeps checking on me is my husband. Eventually, I got overwhelmed, and we checked into our hotel to take a nap. 2 to 3 hours later, we headed back to the house to give everyone a second chance. However, they were clearly more intoxicated and loud. Cuss words were flying, and my husband tried to calm me down by telling me to start playing our wedding playlist that we made ourselves. The entire time, my cousin was complaining about the music. He wanted us to play more hardcore rap. Now, I wasn't opposed to song requests and even played some songs he requested. But every song that wasn't his, he complained about, asked me to turn it off, or questioned why I would play that song. Our first dance was to Can I Have This Dance from High School Musical, and he asked me to turn it off. When we were ready to cut the cake, no one came and took pictures. No one was even in the room with us because my cousin was drunkenly rapping some hot garbage. My wedding day didn't feel like my day. I had no say in anything, no one paid attention to us, and I have only 1 picture. This was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, but here I am. I'm crying at 4 a.m. on Reddit, with no sleep, while my husband sleeps peacefully. I couldn't tell him earlier because we had to get intoxicated just to deal with them, and he already doesn't like my dad, so I didn't want him to say anything in that situation. Update 1. After posting here, I tried to get some sleep but couldn't and ended up waking my husband. He and I talked, and he told me he felt the same way. I cried all morning until he made me lay down to finally sleep. I maybe got 3 hours of sleep before waking up in incredible pain and feeling nauseous. We checked out of our hotel early and went to the hospital. I had the same sickness he had the day before our wedding. We went back to my parents' house so I could get some real sleep before making the drive home. We did not talk to my parents about it. After talking to our friends, we decided that we would redo the pictures next Wednesday and have a mini party to celebrate. My husband told me to feel my feelings, but not to worry about it because he would fix it. I trust that he will. What I hadn't mentioned in my previous post was this was my first wedding, and we were having another one next year for everyone to come to. That is why it hurts so much to have my mom do that to me. Neither one of us is particularly close with our families, but to avoid drama, we decided to have a smaller intimate one this year and a bigger, more extravagant one next year. After what happened with this wedding, we both made the decision that my mom would never have the opportunity to do this to me again, and she will have no say in the next one. We did eventually talk to my mom about her actions, and it went about as expected. She made herself out to be the victim and portrayed me as the bad guy. She used my aunt's passing as an excuse to invite my cousin. She also told me that she asked if he could come but didn't see that she gave me no way to say no. She doesn't understand how she ruined our day. The apology I received was, "I'm sorry you feel like I ruined your day." Eventually, I gave up trying to get her to understand how she ruined it, and the fact that we weren't mad at her, just extremely hurt. I did tell her that there was no way for her to make this up to me, and apparently, that was the wrong thing to say. I endured her words until she got off the phone, and then cried into my husband's chest until he made me laugh. As for going no contact or low contact with my parents, I was already low contact with my dad for things in the past, and I'm currently low contact with my mom, but she doesn't get that. She has called me 20 times today alone, and I haven't answered once. I'm working on processing things that happened in childhood, but I can't get over the fact that they're my parents. I know with everything that has happened, not even just my wedding, that I should be no contact with them. For some reason, my heart won't let me, so it'll stay low contact for now. We appreciate the comments you guys left, and he really enjoyed reading that he's doing a good job. I really did pick a good one, and even though our wedding day wasn't what we wanted, I did marry the love of my life. He continues to prove that to me daily, and I've never been happier.